Good morning, good evening, wherever you are. My name is Zvangu. Today we are going to look at this Shona proverb. Bofu Rikati Ndinokurova rinenge rine charakatsika. Bofu Rikati Ndinokurova rinenge rine charakatsika. So literally speaking, this proverb, if we look at it, like if, for example, if we are looking at a blind man, if he comes to you and he challenges you and tells you that he's going to beat you up, you'll be thinking, how can that be? Because you underestimate him because he's a blind person. So that proverb means that don't judge a book by its cover and don't underestimate people, because when people say something, you need to think 2 or 3 times before you take an action. You need to think seriously. Don't just underrate people, because when someone comes and challenges you, never know what they are relying on, where their strength is coming from, or who is backing them up. So like I usually do, I'll give you an example. So now I'll leave you time to listen to this example that clearly brings out the meaning of this Shona proverb.
At Lord Malvern High School, Al was a standout figure. Not only did he excel in academics, but he also dominated the basketball court with his unmatched skills. As he dribbled down the court, weaving through defenders with effortless grace, the crowd erupted in cheers, their voices echoing off the gymnasium walls. Among his teammates, Al's star shone the brightest, much to the envy of one particular individual, James. Despite being on the same team, James couldn't shake off the green monster of jealousy that gnawed at him every time Al scored a basket or received praise from their coach. After each game, Jamis' envy twisted into resentment, manifesting in cruel acts of bullying towards Al. Whether it was a mocking comment in the locker room or a shove in the hallway, James took every opportunity to belittle his talented teammate. But Al, with his unwavering resilience, chose not to respond with retaliation but with grace. He brushed off Jamis' insults and shrugged off his physical confrontations, refusing to let them tarnish his spirit or distract him from his goals. However, there came a day when Al decided he had had enough. As James cornered him after a particularly intense game, his fists clenched with pent-up aggression, Al's patience reached its limit. With a calm but firm voice, he confronted James, calling him out for his cowardice and warning him of the consequences if he continued his bullying ways. He told him he dared to follow him, he was going to teach him a lesson that would stick with him forever. Unfazed by Al's words, James followed him outside the school, intent on asserting his dominance once more. But what James didn't realize was that Al had allies who stood by him, friends who had witnessed his suffering in silence for too long. As James launched into his tirade, his words dripping with venom, he failed to notice the group of Al's friends who had been hiding nearby. With a signal from Al, they emerged from their hiding spots, their faces set in determined expressions. Before James could react, he found himself surrounded by Al's friends, their fists flying in a flurry of righteous anger. Shocked and outnumbered, James could do little but cower under the onslaught of blows, his bravado crumbling in the face of his own cowardice. When the dust settled, James lay bruised and defeated on the ground, while Al stood tall, his integrity unblemished and his spirit unbroken. From that day forth, James learned a valuable lesson, that true strength lies not in the ability to bully others, but in the courage to stand up for what is right, even in the face of adversity. And as for Al, his popularity soared not just for his prowess on the basketball court, but for his unwavering character and the loyalty of his friends.